Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. What's going on? Well, it's that time of year. What do you mean it's that time of year? Well, it's that time of year for a little van to get registration and update the insurance on it. Grace and I plan on going to San Carlos this morning later, a few hours from now. The reason I want to talk about this, I don't think I talked about this last year when it happened, that I can remember. At my age, what do you remember? Very little. Anyway, what you can expect renewing your registration in most places in the Philippines now. This procedure was started a few years back and has slowly gotten throughout some of the islands. Mostly it was in the larger cities to begin with. That is, they have an inspection stalls where they run the vehicles through and they check a lot of safety features on the vehicle, which to me, I think that's fantastic because therefore, before they started this, most vehicles, you like to joke and say they use their feet for brakes. Tires was, maybe they, who knows? Lights, that was a thing of the past. Now, in order for them to get registration, all the lights got to work. You got to have low and high beam, both headlights working. You got to have turn signals. You got to have your brake lights. I think the running lights. All those got to work. Brakes. They do test the brakes. They pull it up on a machine and they and they put the load on it, and they apply the brakes and make sure the brakes do function. So that's a good thing. Tires, they got a tool that they measure the tires, make sure they got enough tread life left to be safe. Of course, I keep mine changed. I usually keep, I don't run mine to where I feel uncomfortable with, even though they may have tread left on them. When they get to a point where I feel unsafe, I change them. Of course, on this little van here, it's affordable. It's not like if you have vehicles with larger tires. I can do for about $200, I can change all 4 tires. That's not too extreme. That's within reach most years or whenever I need to do it. This light set I put on it, I've gotten really lucky with. I have put, I've not put as many miles on it for one thing, since those tires are put on there, somewhere around 30,000 kilometers or about 20,000 miles roughly. But taking that consideration, though, the other tires that I have run in the past, they pretty well gone at that mileage. These are going to go further. Now, I do rotate my tires every other oil change. For a couple of reasons. It is an all-wheel drive vehicle. So if I have any uneven wear, it can cause a problem in the driveline system. It will put undue pressure because of different size tires from front to rear. That's another thing too. If you have a problem, tires, you got to replace them all if they've got any mileage on them, because they will be a little difference in size, and that's on an all-wheel drive vehicle. That makes a difference. Now, if it's two-wheel drive, you can get by with it fairly easy, no problem. Anyway, back to these inspection stations. Of course, they do emission testing, and from our last visit there, It looks like they actually do the emission test. And of course, if mine passes emission. I don't think they have an extreme guideline to comply with. As long as it's not smoking, you're pretty good to go. And they're supposed to check the headlight aim. I don't think they do that. Well, they probably do to an extent, because my headlights, I've not found a physical way to adjust them. I have looked on a number of occasions, but they are off. Of course, they're adjusted for right-hand drive. and driving on the right-hand side of the road. Yeah, I get that. I think that's the way it works, on the left-hand side of the road. I get confused on that part. Hopefully I never have to drive on the opposite side. Well, it's strange. Speaking of that, because when I was working underground, I drove the offside, as they call it. And I had no issue with that. Anyway, that's another story we can talk about. It's back to the inspection. Anyway, they do an inspection of the vehicle. And of course, we have to purchase a year's worth of liability insurance, the third parties, they call it. And that's not too extreme. Now, last year we did all this for less than $200. Now, I don't know if it'd be more this year or less. Grace and I will hopefully update you on that. And I want to see if they will allow a video being made there today, if possible. Get Grace to ask. And if so, maybe I can get a video of it. This is really a nice inspection station. It's got multiple stalls, so they can run inspections fairly smooth through it. So, if we're lucky, maybe, just maybe, they might allow Grace to do some video, or at least a short video. It would be nice. I'd like to relay that back to you, if possible. Anyway, that's what we plan on doing today, and we'll see what turns out. Hopefully everything goes well. The only problem is more than likely we'll have to make a second trip back to pick up our registration. Of course, as y'all know now, that runs into a kind of an extra expense with the price of gasoline. But what can I say? It's something that has to be done, and we'll do it. And we'll take care of business and make sure it's all up, ready to go. So, until next time, don't forget to smile and live long and prosper.